Okay, everybody, welcome back. It's been maybe a few weeks past when we were meant to be, but we're back for a game. I can't remember what number game it is, but there you go. I think it's number 18. Hang on, I can go over onto my other screen and find out. Sort of. We are Rise of the Runelords game 18. Last time we met, the players basically cleaned out the sanatorium. Habe got away of Habe's sanatorium. Ran for fear of his life, but they found a necromancer downstairs with some zombies and had to deal with that, and that took an extraordinary long time from memory. What the players were going to decide to do was either A, chase Habe, not that you've really got any idea where he went, or head back to Sandpoint, so that's where we pick up. That means over to you, players. Yes, good.
Arvin speaking, I think that we should probably head back to Sandpoint. This necromancer, finding out about that is something we really need to report back to the sheriff. Necromancers are bad news.
Okay.
Okay. Necromancers are bad news. Okay.
Okay.
Anybody else going against that, or are we heading back to Sandpoint?
My view is, unless we can absolutely establish where it is that these people are likely to be, or where Habe is likely to be, there's no point in hanging around. We ought to do as the paladin suggests.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Let's see. What's my character sheet say about being? Am I thinking about a different character? I might well be thinking about a different character.
Okay. I'm going to assume.
I'm thinking about a completely different character.
Okay. I'm going to assume that you head back to Sandpoint.
Very good.
And largely you make it all the way back to Sandpoint without any problems. I don't know why it took you hours and hours and hours to get to Habe's Sanatorium before, because when I went back and reviewed it, you were probably only about an hour and a half down the road. So it takes you about an hour and a half to get back to Sandpoint, where you find evening is beginning to close in, and as you reach the gates, you see one of the runners from Sheriff Hemlock's office. By the way, I'm getting feedback suddenly all of a sudden from someone. And then it disappeared again. No, and then it's back.
I can hear it. I can hear it, but it's not from me.
Feedback?
Can I hear myself? No, I can't. It's gone away again.
Is it me?
Leave your line open and let's see. No.
Is it me? Is it me?
1, 2, 3, 4. Righto, hang on. Everybody except for Kevin, shut your lines down. Mute yourselves. Mute. I'm going to mute you, Libby. I know you've done it. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Is it coming from Kevin? No. Okay, Kevin, mute yourself down. James, open yourself up. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't sound like I'm getting any feedback from you. Righto, so mute yourself. Matt, open yourself.
I'm open.
1, 2, 3. I don't think it's going to come from you because I could hear feedback from you, so no. Libby, open yourself. Matt, block yourself. Okay.
Right.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can hear myself coming through you, Libby. Do you have do you have a headset on, or are you just listening through speakers?
Just listening through the speakers.
Okay.
Should I turn it down?
Is that how you always work it?
Yeah. Do you want me to put on speakers?
It's probably going to be a bit of a pain in the bum, but I want you to probably shut down your hangout and rejoin. I'll send you another invite.
The hangouts?
Yeah. See if that works. Okay, to Libby. Everybody else can open themselves up again, by the way.
Yay!
Huzzah!
I can't find my picture. It's really annoying. What have I done with it?
I don't know, Kevin. What have you done with it?
Yeah, I can never find anything on my machines anymore. It's driving me crazy.
Sorry, people on the internet. I probably should have paused you for this. I'm not going to edit it out later on. So, welcome to the worlds of online gaming.
Yeah.
This is what it's like sometimes. Okay, why didn't Libby get her invite? Let's try again. I wonder if she shut... No, she didn't shut down completely. She's still in the game. She's back in the chat. Came in muted. Unmute yourself, Libby. Okay. I can't hear myself coming through your line anymore, Libby, so that seems to have fixed the problem.
Yay!
Sometimes because what happens with the computer is there's noise cancellation. So when it knows that I'm talking, your side will actually cancel that out via the drivers that run through your Google Hangouts. And sometimes they just have a brain fart and stop working. Okay, so back to it. You get back to Sandpoint, and Sheriff Hemlock has sent a runner. One of the Sandpoint guards' name is Todd. Todd.
Duly noted. Todd.
Greetings, Todd.
Yes, hello, heroes of Sandpoint. Well met, Cyron, Arvin, Thaven, and Maywin. Thank God for...
Strange, Todd, but your voice sounds exactly like the guy in charge of the Psycho Ward.
Yeah, we're twin brothers, really, but I don't like to admit it because he's a bit of a bad sort.
That's what we found out.
Oh, well, you know, he tries to do his best, but sometimes he's just misled by other people. However, despite the fact that he may sound a bit like me, I am definitely Todd the Sandpoint guard. That may come important later on in the game.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Todd.
Oh, thank you. I was nameless until my name became Todd. I have good mates of mine by the name of Sandy. She's a lovely one. And we have Ren. He's my best bud. And apparently he doesn't spell his name with a capital either. And there is Carrie. She gets all bloody and annoyed sometimes, but she's a lovely lass, really. Don't know why I'm mentioning that. Just thought I might bring it out of the blue. They're my crew. And I'm welcome to be at your service, but Sheriff Hemlock really wants to see you because we caught some loony guy coming in through these gates whilst you was away.
Excellent.
Not somebody who sounds like you, though.
No, not my brother. My brother never came this way. We assume that he just got in contact with you lot and that you all had a wonderful time and everything was a-okay. But you should tell Sheriff Hemlock about that if it's not, because really he ought to know those sorts of things first.
So, Todd, you're here to take us to Sheriff Hemlock, are you?
Yes, he said at first sight of you, and he points up at a guard tower. You can see a young lass there with orange hair, and she waves down. That's Carrie up there. She hollered out to me that the heroes of Soundpoint were on their way back. And
Todd, we wouldn't want you to be late in your duty. How about you take us to Sheriff Hemlock?
Oh, okay, he says, and he turns and he leads you back to the town guard, or that place where the sheriff's offices and whatnot are there. And as you move in, you see Sheriff Hemlock. I don't think we've seen Sheriff Hemlock for a while, so it's probably a good idea to refresh what he looks like. There he is.
Thank you, Todd.
Oh, no worries. I'll be just outside here if you need anything, Sheriff. Heroes. Nods. There we go. So, there's Sheriff Hemlock, and as you walk in, he sort of grimaces and shakes his head somewhat. Well, how went your trip down to Habe Sanatorium? Did you get any information out of Graced?
Well,
He's not a well person, he's Graced.
it's
Well, didn't we discover that he was infected by the filth fever, cleric?
he's
I
calling
said he was
he's
not
calling his master the skin saw man.
His master? I didn't think he had one. I thought he was just...
Lordship.
No. Oh, well, that doesn't sound good at all. And filth fever. Oh, you know, I've always said that a good bath and a nice solid cake of soap would help a lot of these young fellas these days. Don't seem to have any care for their own personal hygiene, he says.
Most troubling, Sheriff, was a necromancer we located in the basement levels of the sanatorium. We did vanquish him, however.
Oh, that's a bit of a surprise. Any idea of whom he was? Or what he was doing there?
Well, he seemed to be carrying out his necromantic experiments on the patients of the sanatorium.
Unacceptable. I'm going to have to write a stern letter to Habe to say that he's on his last foot standing in that sanatorium.
He is.
You may need to find a new address for him because he fled as soon as we encountered the zombies.
Oh, well, he would. So maybe I should put out a warrant for his arrest then.
With a reward.
Okay. Is there would you have interest in discussing things with him further if I were to locate him?
Definitely.
Okay. Well, then consider that done, lickety split.
Ooh.
However, we have more disturbing news from the southern areas of Sandpoint. We were last night. Good old Todd, Sandy, Ren, and Carrie. Quite a wonderful group of lads and lasses. Very dedicated to Sandpoint. They intercepted a man that had come up from the farms of the south. No, that's not his name. Hang on. Shh, quiet. It's been a long time. Oh, what's his name? Maybe. Oh, there he is. Meister Grump, farmer from down south near the around where they sort of do quite a bit of crop work. Just let me bring up a map so we can sort of point out where it is. So we're going to maps. We're going to the surrounds. So, in fact, not far away from where you were, he says. The farmlands just beyond Habe Sanatorium. Over here in the eastern sort of section. Quite a few little farmlands dotted down around that area. Well, Meister Grump owns a corn farm down there. And he came into town, he was babbling, talking about his scarecrows coming to life. It'd be quite amusing if it wasn't that some of the other material that he was talking about seems a little uneasy considering other things that have been going on, if you know what I mean.
It's very concerning.
Wink, wink,
I
nudge,
presume
nudge.
He wasn't intoxicated, mate.
No. He kept saying that the scarecrows were getting up and they were attacking things at night, and apparently a group of them went along to the Hambley farm, which is down in amongst there. Good family, the Hambleys. Apparently around there were a bunch of people that looked like they were just nothing but corpses. Attacked them. They even ate the dogs that the locals had taken with them. Everybody sort of scrambled, apparently. Maester Grump then came up. Apparently he was sent to go get the local watch to help. So, yeah.
Well, it sounds like another mystery that we need to investigate, Sheriff. How is Maester Grump now?
Well, we've calmed him down as best we could. But you can see him if you want. I can have him brought up. He's just resting in one of the cells for the time being.
For his own safety, no doubt.
Oh no. Well, we don't have a plethora of comfy beds around the place. So we do what we can. We plump up a bit extra straw in one of the cells and make him a hot drink and whatnot, and give him a little bit of an extra blanket and see if we can make him feel a little bit more comfortable.
Oh, I'm sure that if we... sorry, go on.
Very good of you. Very good of you.
So, do you want to talk to him?
I think that would be wise.
Okay, he yells out, Todd! Todd!
Hey, we've spoken to Todd, haven't we?
And Todd pokes his head in. He goes, yes, Sheriff. He goes, go get the Grump. Oh, yes, Chef. Right away. And off he pops. His name's Maester Grump.
Oh.
And about 10 minutes later, there's a polite knock at the door, and Todd opens up, and you can see behind him this gentleman. Oh, that's the wrong one. Everybody ignore that. I need to kick you all out of that sheet.
Scarecrow.
Quick, let's look at it.
What's that?
How do I get rid of that? How do I stop you from sharing?
I just
Just ask us to hit the X button.
I know, but it's now a public one as far as I can see.
Oh, you go into and just right click on it again, I think.
Yeah, I tried that. Hang on, let's go there. And yeah, stop sharing sheet. Yeah, get out. Right, let's try and share the one that I'm actually after.
Dun, dun, dun.
How long did it take us to go down to the sanitarium and back?
Well, with a lot of rushing around and talking and waiting and stuff like that, it took most of the day.
Oh, it just took a day.
Yeah.
It's now evening time.
It is evening time, and you see this gentleman still with his lovely straw hat and rather sort of dullard look wanders in. All right, he goes.
A row he goes.
Hello, Maester. Are the corn stalks high this year?
I don't know what you be meaning, but I think if you be the people that them people down there have been talking about, the heroes of Sandpoint, then by word I think you better go down and have a little bit of a talking to all the scarecrows around our farms.
This is a very rustic place.
Folks are dumb where I come from.
Can you tell us what's happened with these scarecrows?
Well, when it comes to night time, they be getting sick of scaring the crows away, so they be getting down off their sticks and eating the faces off the good old farmers that stuck 'em up on them sticks. And if you be asking me, I think that be a little bit unnerving. Especially 'cause I own a corn farm and I have a lot of scarecrows, and I would rather prefer them not be eating my face off. They ate my good dog Tinker.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, they also ate the lame dog Coda, but they could have him. He was lame, stupid dog.
Oh,
It was my wife's anyway, he says. Never liked the thing.
Your wife?
Well, that'd be another story, but you may be noticing she didn't come with me on the trip north to Sandpoint.
Is that because she got et, or is that because you don't mind if she gets et?
I just think there must be a little bit of bait to warn the scarecrows out, just so you guys can be seeing them.
Oh, Lord.
Ah, Maester, you're a jokester.
I ain't joking. I leave joking for them comedians. I think they're from Canada.
I thought they were from the Baltic, all those bards.
Well, how can I be of help to you?
Point us in the
Oh.
general direction of your farm.
Oh my god, I've just seen his picture.
Yeah, these
He
pictures
really
are...
is the most bright spark.
Well, I was told by your sheriff that you were down by Habe's Sanatorium. Well, it's just a little bit beyond that. I don't know why you weren't even headed down that way to start with. But, yeah, you go down there in amongst all of them farmlands. It's been happening all across. Few days now it's been happening. And I gotta say that there are more farms than I care to number that I've lost contact with in that time. Some of them be my friends.
Has anyone new arrived in the area recently? Some strangers?
That's a good question. There's a shitload of notes here, so hang on a minute.
You sure you can read them?
Well, I have been imbibing a little bit on the Cabernet Merlot whilst I've been in town, and she's a wonderful thing. No, not that I can know of, but pretty much we all keeps to ourselves. So if somebody's had a visitor, and that visitor's behind it, then I couldn't say for certain if it was their fault or not, because I didn't know they was there.
Have any of the farmers taken down their scarecrows and destroyed them?
No, we're not going to go near 'em if they're testy at night. Just imagine if we wake 'em during the day. Oh, heaven forbid, lady. That'd be your job, you heroes. I'm a farmer. I go out and I stick shit on the ground and I grow stuff. Sometimes I may go out and kill myself a calf to feed the family, but that's the only time that my blades get bloody.
But they're not moving during the day. They seem to be just regular scarecrows.
Like I say, we try not to get too close to 'em now they comes to life and eats your faces off. But, well, I'm sure I heard at least maybe one of the farmers say that he got walked a little bit too closely and he thought he heard one of them groan.
Oh. Scarecrows.
All right, well, this is surely a mystery. Something is afoot, and maybe this necromancer that we've dealt with has something to do with it.
A necromancer. Does he like kissing people's necks?
Oh, God.
Who doesn't?
With that comment, Sheriff Hemlock goes, Todd, think it's time to take Maester Grump back to visit the Cabernet Merlot again. And Maester says, he nods at you all and he says, oh, well, it'd be a nice meeting you. You're all the heroes that are going to go down and save my dog.
What's left of him?
What was your dog's name again?
Tinker.
Tinker.
Tinker was the good dog. Coda was the bad one. They got Coda. I'm hoping they haven't fully gotten to Tinker yet.
Right, well, we shall find Tinker.
Why, thank you. And with that, Todd grabs him by the arm and leads him out. And Sheriff Hemlock looks up at you. He says, so, as you can see, things appear to be happening down there that are quite strange. Either that, or Maester Grump is just out of his mind. And without
And drunk too much Cabernet Merlot.
without the sanatorium, there's not much I can do to find out about that, whether that's the truth or not. So we thought that you might go down and possibly do us another favour.
Oh, yes, that's us.
Of course, seeing it does sound exceptionally dangerous, we wouldn't want you to go alone. And because this is truly Sandpoint's domain, we'll send you Todd, Sandy, Ren, and Carrie with you.
Oh,
good.
joy.
Fancy that.
Excellent. Well, we shall try and make sure their faces don't get eaten off.
Awesome. Totally appreciate that. Okay. So, when do you want to leave? He says.
Well-
Are we tired?
I don't think we are.
Let's go now.
That would put you down there pretty much in the middle of the night,
Oh, best time to go. Love it.
when these things seem to be at their most active.
Exactly. Well, that way we won't have any problems finding them. We're 4th level now, aren't we?
We need to get some supplies.
Have we?
More
How
arrows.
did we go in our last combat? Do we need to have a bit of a rest or get some supplies?
Yeah, I need supplies. I
Is
need
anyone hurt? No one. Oh, look, somebody's actually hurt. It's me too. My God, I was wondering where this blood was coming from.
Oh dear. Thaven looks down and finds his body squirting out arterial blood.
Nonsense.
Even the
Just-
dancer effects mentally
just a
unstable. Yes, okay, that seems.
No, so Cyron is slightly harmed as well.
At least I'm not mentally unstable, nor Gara the blinded dog.
Grr,
I need
grr.
to get some
Why
arrows.
isn't the cleric healed us? We've been riding for hours.
Because I wanted to make sure that we could rest overnight. And I don't understand. It only takes a short rest. All right.
Well, I'd rather confront those things during the day when they're half asleep.
Oh, that's not the material of heroic sagas.
And
But it is the material of alive heroes.
Mark, how much time has passed by since we went to level 4?
Not enough.
Good question. Not enough to be level 5?
No, I've got to train Gura, and it takes a week at a time to train one specific trick.
I
Where'd
thought-
you get Gura from?
He's a ranger thing.
Level 4.
Yeah, no, but when did you get him? Before we went to the psycho ward?
That's what I was asking Mark when we turned ranger, turned to level 4.
I think that's when we leveled up.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know how much time's gone by.
I don't think you've had a week of downtime.
No, I would think a couple of days at best.
Since we
Sleep.
leveled?
Yep.
Okay.
Sleep for a week.
Yeah, well, it's only farmers that are getting
Alright.
eaten. It's okay.
Seeing there's no healing in this party, I go to bed and I'll heal myself.
I'll go to
Whilst he's sleeping, I'll heal
where
myself.
would I buy
And I'll
arrows?
go to bed.
Where would I buy arrows? Notes. Sandpoint locations.
All right.
Okay, so we're getting some sleep.
Yep. So we're going to head off at break of dawn in the morning.
Who's on first watch?
Why is anybody on first watch?
Oh, you'll find out.
I'm confident the rusty dragon will keep us safe.
I was a
I
little,
have to go talk to whatchamacallit.
I was a little bit nervous then because suddenly you said that and then Cyron targeted Thaven the Dancer. I was wondering what was going on. Why is Thaven the Dancer mentally unstable?
What?
There must have been something that happened in the last combat where he failed to save.
There is effects. Thaven the Dancer, mentally unstable.
I did mention this a while ago,
We don't listen to you.
evidently.
I don't know. Why am I mentally unstable?
Uh,
This is what happens when you put too long between sessions.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get rid of it.
And I have a brain injury.
Oh, hang on. Where are we? Maybe I should go back and look at the story and just see what the mentally unstable thing was
I
about.
can't find my notes that tells me the name of that very attractive inn owner.
She was called.
Who I got a critical.
Amiko.
That's it, Amiko. Amiko,
Someone
yeah.
rather.
She's smitten with me.
Taijitsu.
With all my notes.
That's right. Her brother and her father were
Yeah, bad people.
naughty
We don't talk
folk.
about them. Well, I had some notes somewhere, but they're gone.
Okay, I'm just going to say that your good night's sleep has got rid of your mental instability.
That's what my doctor keeps saying.
Think Serenray.
Absolutely. So you all wake up in the morning, which is a wonderful thing. And you find waiting for you Todd, Sandy, Ren and Carrie, our intrepid Sandpoint guards who are to travel with you into the farmlands and discover the cause of this.
I'm going to ride beside Ren with a small W.
Okay, she has gone to the Hall of Records overnight and officially changed her name to be Ren with a capital W.
Oh, well, that's an excellent choice, Ren.
Thank you.
Conforming to the social standards.
Thank you, she says. So everybody used to call me No Caps.
Oh, well, that's not any good.
It was very upsetting.
It was odd because I'm wearing this cap.
My father was a librarian and he was so ashamed. Okay, so it's about 6 miles to travel down to the farmlands that
I need to purchase some arrows, please.
pick up some arrows.
Yeah. 20 for gold pieces.
Yep.
Is that right?
Sounds pretty close to the mark to me.
I did it already.
Anybody else want to pick anything up? Morning.
Good.
Carrie and Sandy have been running around the place shaking down tradespeople and shops to wake them up, so you were ready to. They were ready to service you should you need anything.
Oh, excellent. Has any of them got a +4 Vorpal whip?
Yes, that'll be 30,000 gold.
Oh, that's actually cheap. I think we should put all our money together for that. If you'd said 300,000, I would have been. Yes, yeah. Well, this is such a stingy campaign. I'll never have that much gold.
Now, Todd, Sandy, Ren, and Carrie have all wear chain shirts, which is covered by a tabard of the Sandpoint livery. They have longbows and they have long swords.
Excellent.
They also have horses, so they can keep up to you.
That's a good thing.
Well, shall we head off? Todd, Sandy, Ren, and Carrie.
Why is Garur unable to see?
Well, he was blinded.
Garrar did have blindness, deafness cast upon him.
Oh,
And the
we haven't
cleric
killed that yet.
hasn't got a capacity to cure him yet.
No, does not have the ability to deal with that.
Why don't we go to the church and get the priest to fix him? Oh, deadly silence means nobody thought of that. That's usually what that means. We go to the church, we take Garur and our ranger mate,
Good idea.
and see if he can help us cure the dog's ills.
What's his name?
Garura.
No.
Father.
Hey, people with bloody notes. I've lost my notes.
Father Xantus.
Oh, hang on. What's this? Ha! I found them! It says here I'm supposed to make goblin noises.
That's probably why you're mentally unstable.
Okay.
I need to find a goblin offsider.
Father Xantus sympathises with your situation, with your plight, but tells you that unfortunately the gods are not with him today, or ever with that particular spell, because he's not quite powerful enough. He tries to spread himself amongst the gods, and because of that, none of them are really willing to give him anything of great power.
So are we going to take Garura with us, or are we going to take pity on him and leave him with some nice old lady?
Well, it's not really. I think that's a matter for
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Matter for Maven.
Maven's gone very quiet.
What?
We're talking about your dog.
Girl?
Yep.
What
Blind
about?
Garura.
We've been talking about your dog for the last 10 minutes, man.
Girl's blind. We've got to get him, her fit him.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I was reading about.
Libby's book's got your interest there, Libby.
Libby, I think you should go talk to the priest.
I was trying to figure out what other equipment we might need, but anyway, go ahead. Yes, we should go talk to the priest. I must get the dog from being blind.
That's what we've done.
God.
That's what happened for the past 5 minutes, and the priest has told you that he can't do anything for Garura.
What?
Sorry, I do feel for it. He said, of course you could put it down. That's generally what the farmers do when their dogs go blind.
Is there a potion or anything anyway?
Well, they feed him to the scarecrows.
Is there a potion or anything?
Bait.
Does anybody know?
What do we need? Potion of cure blindness, deafness.
Of which you need somebody that can cast remove blindness deafness. Which is not somebody until a certain member of your own party gets to a certain level.
So I suspect what we're trying to decide, Libby, is whether Garura should come with us.
Of course not.
In the damaged state, or should
we
leave her in the care of Amiko Kaijitsu, our friendly barkeeper.
That's fine.
Okay, Garura curls up by the fireplace at the something dragon, I believe she runs.
Rusty.
The Rusty Dragon. And gets fed on tidbits because Amiko feels desperately for the poor dog. Wolf, whatever.
Okay.
Anybody need anything else before we head off down to the farmlands?
No, all good.
I do ask the priest if he's got some vials of holy water available.
Well, you see, there I do have some efficiency. Yes, I can sell you up to, well, let's see, maybe I've got probably 4 on hand.
Let's take all 4, thank you kindly, good sir.
Sure, that would be 50 gold piece donation to the church per thing. Is it?
Okay.
Is holy water a level? Is it a level 1 thing or is it less?
I think it's level 1 holy water.
Yeah, which is 50 gold pieces. But
what a rip-off! These country people.
Well, hang on a tick. Let me not rip you off. I would hate to think that I'm ripping you off, especially you, Kevin.
I'm not.
If
I don't care.
If it was just the rest of them, I wouldn't care at all. But seeing you seem upset about it. Where are we? Religious items, toys, and games.
All they need is a little bit of salt and water.
Holy water is 25 gold pieces per flask.
I buy them all for 25 from the priest and sell them to whatchamacallit.
Uh,
Oh
the-
my God, where are my notes?
There are 4 of them, so that makes 100 gold.
All right, I'll buy them.
To Sarum for 50 each.
Temples to good deities sell holy water at cost, making no profit. Holy water is made using the Bless Water spell. Okay,
Sounds like an awfully dark name, don't you think?
what?
Have you taken 50 gold, 100 gold from me, or do I need to do that?
I thought Kevin was paying for it.
I thought I was
No.
the person. Oh,
Okay, you do that then. Actually, I can probably
Kevin was
transfer.
paying for it and then on selling it to Siron.
Ah, okay. And then when he found out he couldn't make a profit, he didn't. Righto, so I will provide you with holy water to your sheet. Is that under like magic items? Do they fall under that? Potions? Oils and potions.
I'm so poor.
No, it doesn't. There you go. Okay, but I can do it another way. That's all good. Inventory. We'll add 4 holy water to Siron. Righto, so they should now be in your character sheet.
If we'd taken Guru with us, we could have used him as bait for the scarecrows.
Huh. Not funny.
Oh,
Why did
All
it?
right.
Why did- Why did it only go across as 1 holy water?
Because you're unworthy.
Apparently. Okay, fix that. Righto. So you then set off because I don't hear any other screaming outs for particular
No, I've just been pacing my horse up and down out the front of the gates waiting for them.
items.
What's the name of those things that you use to like nail, like keep a door shut?
A piton.
Is that a piton?
Sort of.
You can buy wooden wedges.
No, yeah, those things. That's not the name.
Pitons are actually for climbing.
They are, yeah.
We use them as door wedges.
There's a no. It's like you keep, like you make it. They can't open the door if they're on the other
Yeah.
side.
D&D has used pitons. Pitons are actually for climbing
We didn't call them
in the
pitons.
real world.
Spikes.
Well, which are pittons?
Was that a piton?
Yep.
Well, I'll grab a few pitons and some of those cow trots.
So Garar is not going to be there.
No, I'll
Good
be
night.
Good night.
good.
Everyone's saying good night to you.
That would be minus 5. There would be 6. Okay, got it.
Oh wow, can't believe I did that.
Do, 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 do.
That's 1. Okay. Done.
Done?
Mm.
Gee, I hope this works. It does. Hurrah! Right. Okay, so you make your way off the 6-hour journey. Well, not 6 hours, 6 mile. And it's a bit of a grey overcast day. There's a chill to the air. Occasionally a misty rain comes through and wets your horses and, you know, all that other stuff, your own equipment and whatnot. Maewyn keeps calling for Garra to catch up and then realises that he's not with you because, you know, he's blind. It's terrible. Horrible, horrible thing. And then I need to sneeze, so I will. Get to muting myself just in time. Sneeze and continue on. You reach the top end of the farmlands where you know that Maester Grump and the Hambleys, did I say it was? Where are we?
The Hambly farm you mentioned.
Hambly farm, yeah. It's around there. Now, I will warn you before I give you this map, it's a freaking huge map. And you may appear very tiny, you may have to zoom in, I'm not sure. I tried to work out
Use the preload tool.
Oh, it's not like that huge. It's just a big in
No,
space, but it's
I'm just trying to impress you with my fantasy ground skills.
okay. Well,
Did you know that there was a preload tool?
I did. I didn't particularly know what it did.
Todd's got a holdings.
So
Oh, Ren and Carrier twins. That's interesting.
So Sandy and Todd.
Oh yes. Well,
They're all related to hay.
that's right. Sandy,
Interesting.
Sandy and Todd are in the middle of the operations. They're top half heavy, not bottom half yet. However, what you've been doing is walking through rows and rows. Yeah, this is a fairly big map. You can see that you have been walking through various paddocks, etc. And as you get to this point, sort of Todd calls out that, oh, we're getting pretty close to the Maester Grump's farm, and the Hambleys aren't too far away from here either. It's all the same old, he says as he points around. You can see that there's a whole, all of the what do you call it? The crops and stuff like that seem to be of tall vegetables like corn and various other sort of stuff like that that raise up to about 4 or 5 feet in height, sometimes taller. You can see the dark line that's on there goes down, so you can see the edges. I will give you about that much of a view. So you can see that the current sort of spot wanders off down and around the corner with crops certainly blocking your view on either side. You're all on horseback.
Can we see any farmsteads?
No, not from this sort of perspective. The crops are just too high, blocking out a lot of the things. You've walked past a couple, people have waved at you. But Todd's told you that this is the particular area that Maester Grump has said has gone to crap recently.
All right.
Search for a scarecrow.
Let's look for a scarecrow.
Okay, now I think there's a way for me to multi-select all of the group.
There, the little button. If you unlock it, it should give you the group select button.
The what?
While I've got you in this doldrums, do you get the missile fire get a plus damage for your dexterity or not in this game?
Not a damage plus, just a hit plus.
Just a 2 hit plus, right?
Okay, so let's say you move down to there. I found out, by the way, that if you shift and click on each one, then you can multi-select. Okay, so that brings you to...
That's not a very good formation to be riding in. We should be two abreast.
Ah, now I've got yours selected.
You got to click off or click on one of the people.
There. Does that make you happy, Kevin?
It does.
Excellent. Righto, so I'll clear out this particular area, and I need to...
Although we should probably put the 4 of them in the middle between us because we've got lots more hit points.
They might be insisting on riding, as though this is their operation.
You're the paladin. You should be up front.
Yeah, I'm keen to move out.
Okay, so as you see that, you can see that right at the edge of this junction there is a
Scarecrow 16. Where are the other 15? Ha! He hasn't locked our figures down. We can move willy-nilly all over the place.
Now that I've seen the...
you can see that there's a junction that goes further down into the crops, or there's an east-west junction again that cuts across for them. So
Let's ride up and investigate that there skeleton, partner.
skeleton.
Oh, Scarecrow. I have a brain injury.
All right. Well, yes, I will ride closer to the...
Damn,
the
he's locked us
Scarecrow.
down.
Well, perhaps you should not shout out too loud that I have forgotten to lock down the...
Yeah. Well, I'll call out to the rest of them to join us. How dare she go in front of me? How rude. It's Todd. I hate Todd.
Anybody else moving? Cyron? Maewyn? Nobody? Beulah?
No.
Beulah?
Oh, there's
Well, while they came out and
I was going to say, I was going to dismount as well because I'm...
wander over with and take a flanking position, ready to support the good paladin.
Okay, well I'll give you a bit more of a look-see down this way. And a bit more of a look-see down this way. And down the way.
What do I have to have in order to shoot from a horseback?
You can do that anyway, I believe.
I know I've got that horse that was given me. It's all trained up and everything. And I've got the bow.
I've suddenly realised a problem with my plan.
Aha. Oh, look, there are 3 scarecrows now. I think we're being surrounded.
Is the scarecrow on a stick?
Just bear with me for 2. Yeah. Tied up onto a stick.
Opportunity for plenty of corny jokes here.
Just bear with me for 2 seconds. It's been a while since I put this together, so I'm not exactly certain how this map works. Again,
Families.
Oh, you're back, Siron.
I am. Sorry about that. Problems with strange phone calls from families.
Just strange families or actual families known to you?
You know my family, James. Sandy, Ren, Carrie, Todd. The Todd. I'm sorry, he's now the Todd.
Oh, is it?
Yep, he's the Todd.
Oh,
right. It's all good. I know how this this map works now, so we're all good. You approach the scarecrow on the stick.
Right. What can we observe if I take a careful look at him? Does he appear to be stationary like scarecrows should be, or is he...
did his eyeballs follow you?
Well, we just has a nice, good old cloth head on his shoulders, like every good skeleton. God, now you got me doing it, Kevin. Thank you. Like every good scarecrow should be.
Chop his head off.
Right.
There's got to be a detect undead spell available to me at this point in time.
I'll poke it with my stick, with my sword.
Okay, you poke your sword up into the soft, straw-covered belly of the scarecrow.
Yes. And I will perceive the scarecrow skeleton,
Mm-hmm.
see if he has any strange magical markings upon him.
Oh, you are giving me a knowledge arcana look? Is that what you're doing?
I could be doing that, yes, because I have that.
Okay.
Particularly, I'm looking for the symbols we found in the sanitarium to try and get a bonus. There was a 7-pointed star symbol
Ah, yes, the Sideron.
from the Thessalonian kingdom.
Okay, yes. You have a good look over the brown hessian sack that forms most of this scarecrow. Arvin has placed his sword several times into the torso of it and found nothing but straw, and you find no particular stitching that would suggest the Sideron rune that you seek.
Has anybody got a... I'm trying to remember my own spells.
You-
All right, I've got a cantrip. I will throw Detect Magic.
Okay, you cast Detect Magic and find that there are many glows in the area, especially coming from your companion's magical items.
But nothing from the skeleton, the scarecrow?
Nothing coming from the scarecrow, who are also in this portion of Varisia known as skeletons, apparently.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
You can see a scarecrow / skeleton further to your south.
Well, let's mark this one, and that way we can identify it if it's in a different spot later.
Does it have arms?
Yes.
I tie them behind its back.
Okay, so you're going to have to undo the twine that are holding it to the cross of the scarecrow
Touch his arms.
thing.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, that's. I could tie his feet together, I suppose. Yeah, all right, we'll tie his feet together. That's better. That'd be funnier.
Okay, you tie his feet together. Done.
Okay, and then I'll, using this intersection as the base of our camp, I shall explore further around the immediate area.
So you don't care about the scarecrow you can see to the south?
No,
Right.
You're just trying to bait us.
I'm not doing anything, I'm just making sure I understand what you're doing.
That's good.
Okay, you head off all of a sudden to the west. And see that the area continues to the south. Arvin starts walking confidently down towards the south.
I don't know if I see another skeleton that just looks like a skeleton.
Now, I'm going to move you to there, and then I'm going to ask you, good sir, and in fact everybody, to roll initiative at that point.
Ha ha! I can't wait for him to fall over. Because I've tied his feet together. Now I'm going to try and find where initiative is. I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, hot damn.
Righto. So, we will just start in initiative order for no particular reason. So, Thaven, what are you doing in this particular 6 seconds of initiative? For no particular reason.
Nobody's screaming at the moment. It's just a normal day.
It's just a lovely normal day. You see a blue wren fly past.
Okay, I've moved down the road another distance.
Okay, so I will give you a bit of sight from there.
Ooh. There are strange grey square markings on the ground.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. That's got something. That's got something to do with the background. Don't abuse. Don't. I really wish.
This movement.
I really wish you hadn't done that.
Well, you can just drag it back up. I had to do it. It's a Pavlovian response.
Okay. Yes, it is. I know, and sometimes I curse myself for that. Righto, so that's either here or there.
I have a brain injury.
Okay, Todd. Deciding that Thaven is moving dangerously away, how do I do this thing where it counts up the direction? Is it
Control.
Control.
Yeah.
Okay, so Todd moves down towards Thaven with his longbow out. He's also dismounted. Just making sure that the hero standpoint is covered and safe.
I wish Ren had done it.
Okay, Arvin. The reason I stopped you there is because you now note the scarecrow below you is beginning to move.
Ah. Seems there might be some truth to these scarecrow stories.
Scarecrows.
Scarecrows.
The bloody scarecrows.
And you can see it beginning to squirm inside its inside the hessian sac that's over its body.
Probably a raccoon.
So what do
Right,
you?
well,
What do you
I'll
do?
stride in there and thrust my sword into it as I have done with the previous one.
Okay.
Could be a little child in there.
Not anymore.
Harmless blind dog.
Hang on, I get to make a strength check first.
Oh, there are more skeletons appearing.
Okay, bear with me for a second, because I'm going to get rid of that token.
I'm doing a 5-day work week this week. It's disgusting.
My God.
On a public holiday?
Okay, you saw as it got to that point, it wrenched at the physical makeup of whatever is holding it back. And you may now take your turn. As I have replaced said scarecrow with a ghoul.
Oh,
A ghoul?
I don't know what I just said, but perhaps a ghoul.
All right, well,
However, if you do note in the combat tracker, there is something there clearly labelled ghoulite.
ah,
I will, well, because Thaven rightly pointed out to me that I don't want to go sticking any children, I'll detect evil as a swift action as I approach. And if this thing is evil, I shall thrust my sword into it.
oh, he's good, isn't he?
He is a paladin, so yes.
Okay. As you are approaching, you detect evil and yet get 2 detections as you approach. Bear with me for a second. I just need to make another strength check. Okay. So, I need to register that guy. And delete that token. As you approach, you see 2 detections, or you detect that there are detect evil. Does detect evil work with paladins as if you've had 3 rounds of detect evil going?
Now, I looked this up only a little while ago. I shall confirm, because I'm sure I've written it in here. Yeah, so I can concentrate on a single individual or item within 60 feet to determine if it's evil.
Oh, is that what you were doing?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I was determining whether the one I was approaching was evil.
Okay,
And
then.
otherwise, it can act as a ping.
Okay, then in that case, you were detecting on this one. And it acts as 3 rounds worth of focus, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So definitely there is an evil. It's a moderate, I think it might even be a light source of evil. But as you do so and you move down towards it, because you were 30 feet. Oh, you can only move 20 feet, can't you?
I can, yeah, that's true.
So as you move towards it, so move to where you were intending to move. Okay. You see another
Square.
Does that fulfill your sensibilities, Kevin?
It does.
Okay.
I have a peculiarity about that.
You see a scarecrow off to the west suddenly wrench, and you see as it does the ropes that are binding its wrists and its legs to the cross of the scarecrow let loose, and it drops to the ground, a full-on ghoul glaring at you hungrily. What are you doing with the rest of your turn?
I will call out to my colleagues and say, it appears that there is some truth to these scarecrows coming alive. Ghouls approach.
Very nice.
And I shall stand and be ready.
Stand and be ready. Okay.
Ooh, that's very manly.
So we go through that, and we come to Maelin.
I use rapid
Oh.
shot and fire twice.
Just before you do that, I need to point out to young Arvin that there is another scarecrow in sight.
Okay.
There it is. Okay. Go, Libby.
So I'll move. I had actually moved that 30 feet before you.
I know. I moved you to where the point was when initiative started, so.
Okay, well, anyway, I'll move there and then file. Well, that's my fault. I kind of.
Currently, you can see the ghoul in front of Arvin, directly to his south. but you cannot see the ghoul to the west.
Okay, so so I can't move that. How far am I?
Okay.
Plenty of room. So I'll just do a rapid shot on Ghoul 8. So I get 2 shots, -2.
Righto. Okay, they both hit.
It's arrows whizzing past Arvin's ear.
That second one didn't have the -2 on it.
Okay. Then in that case, it misses. So only 1 hit.
One hit.
Mhm.
Damage. Here we go. Why didn't it do it? Damage.
Okay, so Arvin, an arrow whistles past your ear and strikes the beast before you. Righto, so that doesn't do nothing, that doesn't do nothing. Righto. Righto, yep, okay. Sandy! What's Sandy gonna do? Sandy decides it's a sausage party down near Thaven and rushes off to help.
That's my girl.
Sandy's a fella.
Sure.
Yes. Carrie and Ren are the girls. So Sandy picks up a bow, just feeling that, with nervousness, Arvin has identified ghouls, but Maewyn seems to be helping him, so just in case Thaven's in trouble, she rushes off to
She?
He, sorry. What distance are we away? We're that distance away, so that's that. That. Right, and you see suddenly, Arvin, this creature lope over towards you, this ghoul from your west. It goes flying into this position here. Well, it doesn't fly, but it rushes to that position first and it lashes out at you with a claw. Why did I not have a singular attack for a claw? Bear with me for a second. +3. And as it comes at you, it lashes out with a viciously wicked claw. Oh, God damn it! I mean, oh, how awesome. How well prepared this system was. Okay, and it lashes out at you with a claw, targeting you, and bounces off your armor hopelessly.
They are upon me.
What on earth happened there? Sounds like somebody's talking in a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't hear anything.
I think that's you, Mark. I think your sound's gone.
No, I think Mark's probably talking to somebody else and is holding his hand over the microphone.
Ah. The old hand over the microphone trick.
For some reason, it actually flicked over to mute on me. Can you hear me now?
Excellent.
You can hear you now.
Okay. All good. So where did we get to before my microphone flicked to mute?
You just missed Arvin.
Okay. Well then, after that, I think I must have actually banged it against the table. The ghoul below, to the south of Arvin tries to struggle against its bonds again, but finds them too hard and they do not release him. Then we go to that. Where is that? I don't know. Then we go to that. Then we go to Ren, who moves up, drawing his longbow, and he targets firing. She targets firing at a target in melee combat. What's that? Minus what?
Dangerous.
-4. So but she does target the ghoul that's fighting Arvin. So let's go target there, onto there, and fires her ranged longbow. You see an arrow whiz wildly over the top of him.
Thank God.
Then Carrie also moves forward down a bit and can't target the same one, so she targets the ghoul a little further down. She targets the one that's stuck on the scarecrow structure framework.
Thingy.
And you see her longbow shoots forth and hits him. Okay, and the ghoul seems reasonably badly wounded. You hear it thunk twice and possibly a crunching of bone from the creature. Yeah, that's it, scarecrow. So we go there, and then we go there and there. We go there, and he's not triggered. And Sirom.
Well, I've seen my compatriot in trouble and charging off into battle, so what should I do other than to follow him?
I'm touched.
So, charge off 20 feet because I think I'm carrying more than my ordinary encumbrance. And having done that, I think I should still at least be in range of that ghoul that is pestering my good friend. What do we say? Shift there. Yep, that's good. And I shall channel energy to harm the undead.
Okay, so that's a 30-foot radius.
Just double checking that now as I sit here in the dark.
Ooh.
Channel energy. It is. Sorry, exactly that. 30 feet, so I'm probably going to be able to affect that one ghoul only.
Mm-hmm.
And that scarecrow, if it is in fact not actually a scarecrow.
No, it's totally a scarecrow.
Just totally a scarecrow?
Yep.
That's almost disappointing.
Okay. So
Alright,
you channeled a
targeting-
harm.
So I'm just targeting ghoul 7 then. Is that
Okay.
right?
Yep. Which should theoretically trigger a save from it when you roll it.
And I've got to untarget Thaven. I'm having now targeted it. It's a channel harm. So, yes. Attack. No, that button did not.
Okay. Well, I'll roll. Oh, there you go. That did. It didn't get a save though, so I will roll a save, which I believe is a will save.
Will save DC 14.
We'll save DC 14 from Ghoul 7. There he is. I don't really know why I made sure it was Ghoul 7 because I could have rolled a will save from any of them, but there you go. He failed his save, so he took the full amount of damage. As the holy light burns upon him and the lights of Sarenrae pierce even through the dead leaden clouds above you. Wow, that was very, very cool. I'll stop that, I apologise. Okay, and then Sauron clicks the down button.
Sauron can click the down button.
Wow.
Blind dog.
And Garra needs to be removed from this, so I'm deleting Garra. Felt good to delete Garra. Thaven the Dancer.
Oh, I'm disappointed that my skeleton hasn't come to life. Oh, well, nobody yelled out and said, "Come save me," so...
Well, they did. Arvin did
He
it.
just yelled out that there's evil afoot, but he didn't say, "Save me."
True. So
I'll wander down there.
okay. As you wander down there, you note that yon scarecrow begins to struggle at its bindings.
Oh, stick an arrow in it then.
Okay, well you can do that in a minute. Just let me find out whether it breaks those bindings. Pretty please.
The work I did too.
Okay, it does not break its bindings, but I'm gonna delete that
Do I get a plus?
scarecrow. Hang on. No, you don't get a plus.
Oh, it's a stationary target on a pole.
It's not stationary. It's wriggling and wiggling and trying to get off that pole.
Sophistry. Where's my barrister? Get stuck into him.
No.
No.
Require some kind of retainer fee. Don't have one.
Oh, you changed the target now. Oh my god. Now I've got a target. Ghoul 6. Where's Thaven the Beautiful? Oh, there he is. Can I attack now?
Yes.
You told me to wait.
Oh yes. Sorry, I forgot to tell you to go, but you missed anyway. So. Yeah. Meh.
Fine. I'll yell out, "Help! Help! There's a skeleton!"
Okay, that scarecrow there is now gone. I'm fairly certain. You call out, "Help! Help! There's a skeleton," of which there's not. But who's counting?
Hey, when I write the song, it's going to be skeleton.
Fair enough. We'll call that artistic license. Todd sees this thing moving and he ducks across 20 feet and targets said
D-Todd, by the way.
ghoul, and he flings an arrow down at it. With equally as much success as yourself, it whizzes past the wriggling ghoul. Okay, and we come round up.
That is upon me, and with my nice red longsword that I had previously obtained, I shall power attack him.
Oh, oh. I'm all excited.
Okay, why didn't that? Oh, hang on. Yep, that hits. However, you do kill him. So nice work. Minimum damage on a power attack, but it does manage to kill him.
No wasted effort.
No.
And down.
Okay. Didn't want to move up to the other one? Fair enough. Brush teeth. Owen.
I'll do rapid chat again on the Google 8.
No worries. Okay. Fire down the first shot, missing. Oh, and possible critical fumble. Roll again to see if you hit.
With the -2 on it?
No, it doesn't matter if you. Oh, yeah, actually, yes, with the -2 on it. Okay, so your bowstring does not snap, luckily.
I've lost me. Oh, I see me.
Okay.
There are hidden things.
Sandy! Oh, mate, there are so many ghouls on this map, it's freaking ridiculous. Not to mention it also skips to every scarecrow token that I've got. The scarecrow tokens sit on top of the ghoul tokens when they're actual ghoul tokens in place. So there are a lot of hidden stuff here. Okay, Sandy also moves up, attempting to help save. Chainmail doesn't slow your movement, does it?
No.
Okay, so she moves down to there. She targets the now wriggling creature that has been identified by Thaven as a ghoul, and she flings a shot from her longbow. Carefully placed, it thunks into the beast for the first time. Okay, digging itself up to the hatching of the arrow. Can you see anything else from there? Okay.
Chainmail does limit your movement.
Chainmail.
20 feet.
Righto, I'll drop her back then. Wouldn't have affected the shot. She's within 110 feet.
Good for her.
There's that. Right, the ghoul that's up on the thing in front of you, Arvin, again struggles against its bindings.
Damn, I know what I should have done.
I'm fairly certain it failed, but I do need to check the details on that. It's the one after that. Just another one. Oh god. I think I've shut down the page that I need. How awesome of me. There we go. Yes, he struggles again against the bindings, but he is well held. Although this one's probably a woman. Let's make it a woman. It's probably most of Grump's misses. Right. Okay, so that's one that doesn't exist anymore. I'll get rid of that. Ren fires again at the, but not at the one that you have now. At the one that's up on the scarecrow rolling. Missing horribly because she is a horrible shot.
It's not true. She just misunderstood.
Sure. Let's run with that. And Carrie fires at the said same. Also missing horribly. Scarecrow in front of Ren and Carrie looks aimlessly on. In fact, I'm just going to delete that from the combat tracker so it doesn't confuse me anymore. Is it still there? No.
No, it's gone completely. It is no more.
Crap. That's not what I'm after. That's what I'm after. Okay. It's back. Right, the ghoul that is up on the structure before you, Thaven, again struggles against its bindings. And you see it rip free of them and runs directly at you. There's a melee combat range with you. Sirom.
Having seen our keen victory against ghoul number 1, I charge ever so bravely.
I'll have you know, he was ghoul number 7.
Sure. Down next to Arvin.
Okay.
And immediately commence yelling out for the blessings and divine holy power of Serenray to smite this next ghoul that seems to be angling up towards us.
Let me just draw a circle around you for a moment. Just in case there's some other kind of effect running on here that you can't possibly see. And we'll go, alright, just target that one, we're fine.
Okay, target that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I press the clicky button that says save, oh, failure, happy days.
Okay.
Now I'll just do damage. I can take all of that.
It will, and then more, and it drops, it stops struggling upon its post and dies. So we will say that that is in fact just a regular scarecrow now, albeit a very smelly one.
I slap Arvin on the back and say, Serenray is with us. Let's continue. Tally-ho!
These look like they're actually poor folk. Have you ever seen anything the like?
I saw something very much akin to this when we were down at the sanitarium not that long ago. Looked like what the patient there was turning into.
Yes, this is where all those patients have gone.
Okay, so it brings us back round to Thaven. Oh, somebody's got...
That's me! I draw my longsword and slashingly slash him.
Okay.
Oh, damn, I actually did. Wow! Whoa! Take that, scumbag!
Okay, you cut heavily into the creature, and it does struggle against the wound. Okay, what I'm going to do is... No, I won't do that just yet. Okay, Todd then fires in out of the creature.
It's the Todd.
The Todd. Firing into combat, so I add that on there.
We got reverb back again.
Yeah, we have. Not sure who it's coming through, but...
I can't hear any.
Okay, the bow shot flies past Thaven's ear and strikes into the creature, dropping it.
Ha! Well done, the Todd.
The Todd. What movie is that from?
It's not. It's from a TV show called Scrubs.
Nah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Todd. He always talks about himself in the third person.
That's right. The Todd.
The Todd.
Wandering around in garish underpants, usually.
Okay, Arvin.
All right. Well, I will move up towards this recently dispatched scarecrow that's hanging on the thing, and I'm concerned that it looked like a person. So I'll see if I can find any identifying marks or anything on it.
Okay, you peel back the
That might
hessian
help to
sack,
identify who it is.
and you do indeed see the face of a young woman that's obviously turned grey and feverish with the ghoul fever, the sharpened points of teeth, etc., that have grown onto this once young, attractive farm girl, even though she's obviously got about 6 teeth and likes chewing on hay. But yes,
Okay. But she's identifiable as a young farm girl.
though one that lusts after flesh. Merwin,
So is the scarecrow the one down there by Arvin in front of him?
mm-hmm.
So we can attack it.
Oh, it's dead.
Oh, it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing to attack.
That's right.
We be heroes. We've saved the world.
Well,
Maywin doesn't understand. There is nothing to attack.
okay, well, is Thaven going to continue? Do I know if Thaven's going to continue going away from everybody else or what?
You
You
could,
have no idea what Thavens might do.
you could
Maywin doesn't know.
yell out and ask him.
Well, I'm going to yell and say, Thaven, are you going to join the party or what?
I shall reply in my turn.
You can reply now. It's a free action.
Oh, Killjoy. There's a crossroad down here. I want to have a look at it.
That's as much as you get. I'm clearing up a bit of the map at the moment, if you haven't realised. Just so you don't have so much grey area.
Todd, Sandy, follow me.
Yes, sir.
Pigsy, monkey, you too.
Okay, Sandy moves up behind you.
As our priest, does that make you Tributaka?
Damn straight.
And your voice should be higher.
It's true.
Okay. We should make that visible. Arvin, from where you currently are, you can see a scarecrow further down the path to the south eastish.
Mm-hmm.
There's also that one right at that point. Ren calls out to Arvin. Who should we support?
To me.
Okay.
You. Oh, God.
Ren moves forward.
I am the leader.
And Carrie also takes that as having to come down to help you. So moves down with Ren. Sauron.
I've heard the call. So, Arvin has said to me, so to him. But he appears to be not ill. So, like him, I have a look at the person on. Now, I can't make this thing ping, can I?
I know where you're going, though, from where you're directing.
You mean by holding a mouse button down? No, that's the wrong system.
That is the wrong system.
You can hold your both mouse buttons down and then point to the skeleton. You can get an arrow.
Okay, all right. Yes, Scarecrow 7. I look at Scarecrow 7 myself.
Okay. You have a good look at Scarecrow 7 and you even pull up the mask that would cover the face and you see nothing but straw rain down upon you. So
Turn back to turn back to Arvin and say, this one was just a Scarecrow.
I'm going to
Small mercies, my friend. Small mercies.
get rid of that one so it's out of my tracker and replace it with just a base Scarecrow. Okay. Siron presses the down button.
He does. Where is that button? There it is.
And we come to Thaven the Dancer, who moves 20 feet down to the crossroads.
So I guess that's my answer.
And I clear out some area so he can see what he sees.
All roads lead to the intersection to the south.
Okay, you have a look down each of the paths before you. None of them seem to yield any scarecrows.
The Invisible Man.
Todd tries to keep up with the swift Thaven. Arvin.
All right.
Actually, from where you are, you can see
Well, we must
further
keep
to the
searching,
southwest.
my friend.
Let's see
I
that.
shall investigate this one up ahead. It is slow going through this field.
Why is he talking slowly?
That's clear. I'll double move actually.
Ooh.
I think okay, righto, all good. Oh, Maewyn has rushed off, double moving towards Thaven to the west. Split the party, that's what we like to see.
We've got NPCs to
kill, yeah.
We've got
That's
to
what-
draw out the enemy.
That's why I gave them names so you actually cared for them a little bit more. Sandy, tonight's the night when I go home. Sorry, I'll get out of kiss mode. And there's that scarecrow. Yeah. Ren moves down there. As does Carrie. Siron. Matt, that be you.
Sorry, mute was on. Arvin continues to move. I shall double move and follow my brother.
Brings us back to Thaven, who decides to head southeast. You move to there and get to see a long stretching lane that heads down that way.
I will tell Sandy and Todd to double move, double time, gents.
Okay. Maelwyn has obviously been listening to you. She moves to that point there. Probably give her that much extra there. And oh, that was meant to be Todd's turn. So when we get to Maewyn, you've already moved. It's meant to be Todd's go. So he moves to there. Harvin.
Oh, back to me already.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this scarecrow up here, we shall approach it, and if it doesn't start squiggling around, we will
Put a spear through it.
make sure it's just a scarecrow.
Okay, you walk up to it and you note that there's a scarecrow further off to your southwest where you are. But as you pull back the mask of this particular scarecrow, you find that it is funnily enough, just pay attention to oh yes, no, all good. You note that it is just straw that falls out from beneath it.
Okay. Another scarecrow, brother.
Okay, so Maewyn runs down to that point there. She's already had her turn. And then Sandy runs to there and falls in behind Faven. I'm going to kill that scarecrow that is right next to you. Oh crap. And then replace it. Okay. Ren then moves down. Trying to catch up. As does Carrie. Okay, Sauron.
I say to Ivan, perhaps now is the time to find out what is happening with our compatriots. True it is that they should be with us, but it's not a good time to be so far apart. And I hold.
Actually, Sauron, just as you note off to the east, you can actually see another scarecrow.
Now there used to be a way to be able to draw circles.
Yeah, it's under your pointers. Right click, go to pointers, choose the draw circle.
Oh yes. Except then I just managed to lose the map. Oh.
It says you still got it.
Go to maps. Oh yes.
You just pushed it under your nose.
This one over here. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. No, I double down. We need to be together. We shouldn't be so desperate.
Okay. Thaven wanders off a little bit to the southeast. Let me just see if I can see anything extra for you there, Thaven. Not really.
I call out, yoo-hoo, Arvin, where are you?
Okay.
What are you looking at, Cam? That wasn't a silly voice.
Todd moves up behind Thaven. Arvin.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Yes, I was going to do something akin to that. Perception. There it is.
Ooh. Let me just target Thaven from you. See if you actually heard him. You did, just. You hear the faint voice of Thaven somewhere off to your west.
Yeah.
Right. So can I see this crossroad or this intersection that's down southish of me?
Yes, you can see the scarecrow down there, and you can also
So
see
there's a
that
scarecrow there, and I can. Yeah. It's more that there's a road, there's a path going back that I'm interested in.
Mhm.
Can I see that there's a path? Do you reckon?
No, you can see that path all the way down. You can't see the. You can see that. Oh, I see. You mean the one that heads back west?
The ones that heads back to where Thaven is.
Yeah. Probably can't quite see that at the moment.
All right. Well,
He's
I'm
good
going
looking.
to listen to Siren. Then okay, we can start heading back.
Okay.
And generally, well, I can hit that intersection. I can choose where to go from there. Okay. Okay, good friend. Yes, we should join our fellows.
Mawa moves down towards Thaven. Not pretty much after that. Sandy moves down to Thaven. Tries not to stand on top of him. Rena a little bit confused by Arvin. Moves up that way. Carrie asks you, Siron, what your intentions are.
That's a dangerous thing to ask him.
Oh, yeah.
How attractive is she? That's very true.
Well, she's nowhere near as attractive as Ren because she's not a redhead, but she's, you know, brunette.
Well, once we're finished here, it's all with the making merry. But right about now, we need to find out what's going on.
So, are you heading over to that scarecrow over there, or are you going back with Arvin?
I'm going back with Narvin, and off he goes.
Okay, well, no, she heads off because it's her turn. She wondered where she was going to. Then Siren. Moves. Can I actually move? Can I actually move you? Dave and
Make sure that Arvin has actually seen the one further to the east.
Well, he hasn't, but
Yeah, Arvin, you can call back to me, you rude peasant. Cardy cat, eh? Come here.
Arvin.
Thaven, is that you? It's just you're using language that I don't normally associate with you.
Oh, it's theatric.
Wasn't that part of the map open up to us? Southwest?
You're just being slack.
Oh.
And he'll do it now for you, but he won't do it for me.
What?
Open the map up. See? Favoritism.
Well, no, I was meant to do it for Arvin, but he clicked the damn button too quickly.
Sure. Teacher's pet.
Sandy. Randy saw. Let's go there. Carrie decides we must be heading down towards Thaven somewhere. Sauron.
Sauron.
The One Ring.
The echo made that sound awesome.
It did. I double move over in that general direction. I'll let you move me this time because I'm just a kind guy like that. And I point out to the others that there was yet another one over further to the east, and I point over yonder.
You drag me back this way.
You went back this way, not him.
Thaven begins to head to the south.
Oh, begins to. But,
Don't press the damn button.
Oh, okay. What are you doing, Cat?
Now press the damn button. Excuse me of favoritism.
Justifiable as though it may be.
Todd turns around and shoots Sauron for his accusations.
On you, Todd.
You know what, I like it in this sort of size. The maps actually, I could easily have an overlook at it all, but I have no idea where you are. It's brilliant. Arvin.
Alright, so Thaven's headed off this way. Okay, so we'll move. I'll double move to just in front of him there.
Oh, how pushy.
He's going to be treading on you too.
Hello, friend.
Well, I think we'll have to go another way.
Ow. Eowyn. Oh, hang on, I've got to find my one now. She moved and didn't let me move her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought no, I didn't move it.
Oh, you put a click to where you were going to, and I need to go accept this move, but you clicked down too quickly.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
So good. Righto, Sandy. Where are you, Sandy? She's confused. She's
I'm confused.
gonna go
This
there.
way, everyone. There's
Well-
an evil skeleton.
Well, she doesn't know where you're going currently, so heads down this way.
Oh. God.
And Ren goes, oh, they're all heading down that way. But ends up kind of there, so she doesn't mess everything up.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Carrie just goes, that's a big old cluster stuff. And goes jogging past. Syra.
Of Mordor.
Sauron.
They're all running away from me.
There's a good reason for that.
One ring to rule them all, and in the darkness bind them. Where are we? There we go. He runs
He's
down
going
that
to
way.
lure you out as bait.
I'm charging off with my compatriots, loyal as I am.
Thaven! Oh, you've changed directions. Let me open up the map for you there.
And then I press the button. And the gap in time-space between me and Todd.
Just a small gap. Moves up behind you, confident in your abilities to seek out the ghouls before you. Harvin.
Okay. I'll move up. I'll double move and say we are aware of some away further to the east. But let's keep our eyes peeled.
Don't press the dare button just yet.
I was hovering.
There really should be a keyboard shortcut for that.
You spy two and one of them starts struggling.
Oh
In
my
fact,
God, Arvin, you're a magnet.
both of them start struggling. So let's kill.
Am you random chance?
So they both need to go. Just bear with me for a second.
Trump is called Trudeau, dishonest and weak.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. You ruined my night. You said his name. Ugh.
Okay, the one closest to you, which is the one just to the east, struggles against its bindings but fails to move. Don't press the button yet.
Not pressing anything.
And the one further to the south, who will soon become invisible, there he is. Or she. Something about sexy about female ghouls. She also struggles against her bindings but does not release. Now you may press the down button.
Okay, been waiting. Oh, here I go.
Okay, so which one is it? Right, one to the south gets another crack at their bindings, her bindings, failing horribly. Maewyn, you are unaware of any of the ghouls to the south because Arben failed to report them.
Oh, that'd be right. Trying to keep them all to himself.
If I take my full move, I get to get one shot if I see something, right?
If you're moving with your bow out, which I assume you are.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I can still see it though. I'll just move.
Okay, you move there, you can see the one to the south, but it does have partial cover. So what you need to do is you need to click the plus minus button up in the top right hand corner, and when you make your attack, you need to click on the part cover button.
Alright, I clicked on it.
Yep, so now you make your attack.
And that is Ghoul 2.
Ghoul 12.
2, eh? This one down here is Ghoul 2 at the bottom.
Ghoul 12. You can't see Ghoul 2, you can only see Ghoul 12.
Where's Ghoul 12? Oh, I see
Still
it.
taking the death
I
zone.
needed to scroll down. 12.
Okay,
Do I still have the plus?
you strike, it hits. And you kill it immediately whilst it's still up on its okay, hang on a tick, I gotta find you so I can kill the ghoul. Right, so move you there. I'm gonna put a scarecrow up in its place. Ghoul 12 is dead. Mustn't have very many hit points. Can I find it? Oh, when I do, I'll kill it. Just delete the tag.
Back in a moment, guys.
Okay, Sandy. Double move down towards Arvin, so doesn't get a chance to strike at the other one. Then also double moves. Okay, double moves. Well, the ghoul on that pile or the structure attempts to break free and fails to. God, I'm rolling horribly tonight. Then Matt, who has gone on a brief break.
But will follow us all, so just double move him down the line.
What's his movement?
Probably
I
20.
think he's
I'll be kind and say he moves there. Faven moves down to that point there. Can see the wiggler on the structure down there.
Yeah. Get my shield out and get ready to kill.
Todd really can't see anything. Mr. there and still really can't see the figure down there. Arvin.
Move in to attack that one. Noting that these are fair farm folk, I shall say, let me end your suffering. Oops, I should target it first. Which one is it? Ghoul.
Ghoul 2.
And we will power attack him.
But you do strike heavily at the creature.
Can I down button?
Yep. Ah, there's Ghoul 12.
He's dead. Fred?
Couldn't find him on the combat tracker. Maywin, you just move, take a 5-foot step to the side. And you can see Ghoul 2, but again has cover. So you'll need to put the part cover button on.
Well, I wasn't really finished moving, but that's okay.
Oh, that hurt. Oh.
Okay, fire and miss. Sandy moves to there, and then she fires whilst firing into combat, targeting that guy. The arrow whizzes into the cornfield past Arvin. Ren moves to there. Targets while firing into combat. Targets that ghoul. Narrowly missing. You see just whiz past the body of the creature. Carrie takes a step out into there. Fires into combat with it having partial cover. Missing horribly. Siron. Is Matt back? Take it from the lack of cheeky retort that he is not. So he's obviously going to do a channel from there, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he'd channel from there, surely.
So I better just do a quick 30-foot diameter. Whatchamacallit? Let's bring him up. He does a... Oh, he hasn't been marking off his channel harms. Can anybody remember how many he's done?
He's done 2 so far.
Oh, hang on, no, I'm in preparation mode. Okay, so let's go that way. Oh, shit. Righto, so we get he targets Sauron targets that dude and gets a save from him, which fails, so he does damage to him. Ooh, ow!
Wow.
Max damage.
Well, that sort of changes things.
Which kills that dude, so I'll delete him and replace him with a base scarecrow. Faven. You rush on down to the scarecrow below.
Stick my sword through his guts.
You stick your sword through his straw-like guts. Bear with me for a second before you hit the button. Because I will. Move down this way a fair bit. In fact. Oh, that's bad. Righto. Todd goes to there. Arvin.
Right, Thaven, I know there to be some further scarecrows up to the northeast. Shall we head that way?
Oh. Damn, you asked. I suppose. Lead on, oh big steel-plated one.
And he does.
Right now, I've got rid of him.
Hand down.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Maywin does a bouncing maneuver to there. Sandy moves to there and then to. Ooh, we're gonna have to move to there. Rin to there. To there. carry. There. Into there. Siron, with us yet, Matt? Nope. Righto. So he moves to there. There. Thaven, who... Oh, crap. I failed to move. You move to that portion there, and as you do, Thaven, just bear with me for a second. Yep, okay. Everything's good. You may
Good.
Righto, Todd. He was for some reason targeting Thaven. Moves to there
He's
instead.
got his eye on Thaven.
Maybe. Arvin.
Right, we'll continue clanking along this cornfield.
Hey, as you move past Thaven, you see that the creature ahead of you, or the scarecrow ahead of you, begins to moan and struggle against its bonds.
We've got a live one here.
Maewyn. Libby.
Talking away and it was muted. So Scarecrow 15 is a live one?
It certainly groans and begins to work against its bindings as Arva moves towards it. It's definitely got cover if you're going to just fire at it from where you are.
Trying to see how far away am I. I'll move up. Well, I go further in. I don't have to take my whole full move, do I? I can take part of it?
You can take part of it, it's fine.
Well, I'll take a move and a half.
If you move that far, you won't be able to fire. You can only move 30 and shoot.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hang on, let me reset you and go again.
did you reset me?
I did. You shouldn't have a line on your screen showing you where to go at the moment.
Well, I'm gonna be right on top of David. Can I see it? Is he still under partial cover?
No.
No. And I can only take one shot. That's cool. Is that which one is it?
Scarecrow 15.
I don't see him on the combat tracker.
Don't you? Hang on a tick. Now you will.
Come on, hit it.
Okay, your arrow fires out, striking. And as it does, Arvin, you see directly before you an arrow strikes this struggling scarecrow before you, directly into the chest, and you see blood form underneath, which has not happened with any of the creatures. Every time you've hit a ghoul before, it's just hitting a dead body with no circulation. You see blood pull out, and suddenly the body becomes limp.
Okay.
Hey, does you paladins have a cure disease yet?
I don't have cure disease.
It's one of your special paladin powers.
I think that's
I
next
have
level.
I think it might be the next level. I
Ah.
can heal fatigue at this stage.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Moen, so you see your arrow strike and blood forms where the arrow has struck, which in previous ghouls hasn't happened. Sandy. Rain. Carry.
I thought you meant when you said we got a live one here, you meant it was a live ghoul.
I may well have. I didn't know otherwise.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting for you to detect evil. But anyway.
Yes, I probably could have done that.
Oh, Matt must be back.
He is.
Move that right there. You can
We're on a conga line.
a little bit. And Thaven starts pushing through the cornfields.
I'm stalking him. All right.
Oh.
That was very punny.
Lend me an ear.
No, don't push it. Right, Todd moves to there. Arvin.
Alright. I'll move over to there. And I'll pull back the coverings and
Okay, you see the form of a young female. She has pinkish skin, but it is now cold. It's now quickly losing its heat, as obviously she has been killed by the arrow from Mael. And the creature, the woman has a bite mark on her arm, and you can see it's all festering and horrible, and almost to the point of where her whole arm has completely died. But you see that there was some life in her.
is she beyond healing?
Oh, she's dead.
Alright. Well, I'll say a silent prayer to Saranray and
Does
I
that
will
does that
hold
prayer
this guilt to myself.
does that prayer go along the lines of "Please don't take my paladin abilities off me"?
He didn't kill her.
I
No.
said I will take this guilt upon myself and not share it with the party.
It was the homicidal ranger.
Okay, hang on a moment. I'm going to take Scarecrow 15 off and replace it with another token. Ah,
I didn't mean to. But I did.
but you did.
So what do we know about this? Is it a person? Somebody stuck up there?
He didn't say anything.
I'm not
She
saying
was only-
anything. I'm covering it back up, and I'll bear the guilt myself.
Maywin.
Move on. There's
Did we kill somebody innocent? Did I just kill an innocent?
No, she was bitten. She was a goner. She just hadn't gone all the way yet.
It's your game, Maywin. Is that what you're calling out? Did we kill someone innocent?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to be difficult, but why would she even suspect?
Because she saw blood, where before where she struck she hadn't?
Well, she might, if she came closer, she might see blood. She
Oh.
didn't see it before.
No, I did describe it to her. She saw blood when she struck.
I thought you described that I saw blood when she struck. That's
Yeah.
why I've taken that step.
But then at the end, I did describe to her, but you don't know what she's experienced.
Okay, well that's fine. Yep, she can call it out then.
Okay, well she does. She rushes up saying, "Did I kill someone innocent?"
All right. Well, I will say a person that was well gone with the filth fever. Nothing to worry about, Maywin.
I'm so tempted.
Thank you, Sauron. I'm not Sauron. Arvin. I said the wrong name. Sorry, Arvin. Thanks.
Oh, that's a very brave subordinate.
Don't know what you're talking about. Sauron.
Give a knowing nod to Arvin, and then continue on up the path.
Ooh.
You're not going to move?
I did. I thought I did.
No, you moved Thaven. I think.
No, I thought that's
No,
me.
There's no line
I
coming
moved
off
him.
Sauron.
Well, there should be.
Yeah, there is. Oh, yeah, there's not.
There we go.
Hello.
I'm just going to go to the bathroom, guys. Sorry.
Me too.
Oh. It's babysat. It's getting close to the point where we'll have to call it.
Yeah, I've got an actual works week to do. I think I might have to be sick.
Well, isn't tomorrow a public holiday even in Queensland?
For what?
Queen's birthday or something stupid?
No, I don't think we're getting that. Queen's birthday, regional. Which region? New South Wales, Tasmania.
Queen's
Not
birthday? No,
Queensland.
you get you get 1st of October for Queen's birthday.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, James. It's your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, again, I'll reassure Maywin that all of the folk that we've seen today are innocent, but that they have been afflicted by an evil disease that's caused them to be like this, and she should not worry. about what has taken place.
Oh,
I'll move up to there.
that's
You got
nice.
to trust paladins when they tell you that,
That's right.
because they never lie.
It's completely and utterly lying at his ass and hoping Saren Ray doesn't pay any attention. Are you back, Libby, or not? No, we'll have to wait for Libby.
But Libby wasn't here for all of that. Far out.
I'll tell her to watch the video afterwards.
Watch the video.
By the way, at the end of this round, I reckon I'll be calling it as well. It's just about ticked over 11 o'clock,
Hmm.
Oh, has it? Wow.
which is...
Damn, I just poured myself another scotch. I'll have to sit up and drink that.
Any ghouls yet?
No, but Arvin did make a moving speech to you whilst you were away at the toilet.
Oh, what's that?
And it's now your go.
What did you say?
You have to watch the video.
He said,
Oh,
he said, oh, you know, suck it up, elf. You kill all these humans all the time. You are an
Listen,
evil,
game
evil
monster.
woman.
Listen, game monster, that's not what happened at all.
I
you did
am,
not say that.
What I said was,
I am just subtitling what you said.
I said that all of the folk afflicted here are innocent, but they are affected by a disease of evil, and you're doing them a mercy.
Thank you. Makes me feel better.
Well, it shouldn't. You killed an innocent. But anyway.
What?
She could have been saved.
Nothing here, move along.
That's okay. Righto.
We
This is
can save these people?
Sure.
No,
Can Sauron save them?
no.
Sauron. Sauron doesn't want to save them. He wishes to bind them with his one ring. You know. By the way, at the end of this turn, we will be calling it because it's just gone past 11 o'clock here. So we will be in this exploration type mode when we start next game.
Okay. It's a shame they can't all just be in one spot.
Well, that's what this section's about.
We can kill them all at once.
Yeah, bring it on.
Don't worry, we'll just leave the innocents for you to kill. Sauron.
I don't know why you
Lord.
don't take that ghoul off the combat tracker. He's dead.
Lord of the Ring.
Which? Oh, he's too, isn't he?
And so is the scarecrows left behind.
Right, I'm going to assume that Sauron just moves up to this point there because he loves his buddy Arvin.
Not in that way.
Sure, whatever. No judgment.
Yeah,
Some
I'm
people
always-
might call
I'm
it
always-
close friendship, but we all know.
Okay.
I'm the one getting upset when he picks up with the ladies, I suppose.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to leave it at that point, so they're sort of wandering around the farmlands, cleaning up a few ghouls, etc. We'll probably meet again in a fortnight to finish off the remainder of this portion of the adventure. I just want to point out the highlights of tonight is Maywin is a human killer, and she doesn't care.
She does care.
Again, just subtitling the action of what has happened, stating the facts. And Arvin is completely and utterly okay with covering up murder. So, you know.
And he's a paladin.
Yeah, I know. So, which is the worst sin? We don't know. We'll find out probably next time we game. So, for those people that are watching us online, thank you very much for watching us. I'll pop this up within the next day or so. So bye bye.